What's up, guys? This is Tysassin, and welcome back to another episode. It's episode 24, and last time we worked on a new level for our base right up here, and I think it turned out pretty nice. Yeah, pretty nice. Y'all seem to like it, so that's good. I'm still considering changing some things up here and kind of varying the textures a little bit, and bone meal in this area here, and a couple other little things. So we also went to the Nether and broke some bedrock, and we're gonna be headed back there today because we have a big project to work on. So but prior to that, I need some name tags, so I have to go find myself a priest villager and do some trading. All right, lots of trading to do here. Luckily I got some emeralds with me, and yeah, I've traded with this guy before. He's over by our first base, so hopefully he'll have some name tags for us here soon. I'm an idiot. You get name tags from librarians, don't you? Yep. So, yeah. Good news is I traded away a whole bunch of rotten flesh. Bad news is I'm an idiot. That's the bad news. Okay, just one more item to get as far as resource collection goes, and then we're on to the project. So I've been using a lot of iron lately, but we're gonna need a ton today. So let me just grab some of this. I've got some in a shulker box in my ender chest as well, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. So if you don't know, last time we kind of set up some prep for the project today. So we're gonna jump into the Nether here, and what I did is I put together a minecart elevator all the way up on top of the bedrock ceiling. So I've got a ton of stuff in my inventory here, and we're gonna do some serious work. So we're gonna go all the way up. This thing takes a little while, even with even with the minecart elevator. They're usually pretty fast, but here we are at the top of the Nether, and we've got a chest here, and I think I'll throw all this in here. So what we're doing today is we are building a gold farm, and let me tell you, I need one more name tag, but I have to solve that another time. So yeah, I ran out of emeralds, so yeah, I'll take care of that in a little bit. So what we want to do here is start getting things built out. We're going to be building an Ilmango design, and basically it all kind of starts right here in the center with his tutorial. So I'll link it down in the description for you if you want to build it as well. It kind of builds on Snow Crash's design, which I actually have built before, and I liked it quite a bit. So there was one thing I wanted to change on it, and Ilmango actually made that change in his design. So yeah, what the big change was is that the pigmen only came at you from one side with Snow Crash's design, and with Ilmango's they come from all four sides, and he's taking care of, you know, making the thing just absolutely insanely freaking efficient as well. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing today. I'm gonna go ahead and get the little center platform here built, and then I'll bring you back and tell you kind of what the next steps are. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Did I make one too few? Well, I should solve that real quick. So we're making some good progress here, and I've got all of my minecarts in. If you're not familiar, what we're doing here is we are using entity cramming to kill the mobs, which is great because it's going to kill them super fast, and we don't have to worry about using cactus or, you know, something like that. So I've got the kind of main area pretty much built out. I'm going to add a touch of uniqueness to mine, in that I'm going to have an enchantment table right here in the center, which is where the ladder would usually go. So I'm going to put the ladder right here instead. Or on one of the sides. It will be off center, but I'm completely okay with that. And then we're going to build up these areas with some books, so that way we can get level 30 enchants while we're hanging out in this general area. And I'm sure I probably don't need that many, because it's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Yeah. Well, that's okay. We'll probably also put some chests in here. I'll take a few of these out, put some chests and an ender chest, maybe some anvils, things like that. So we're doing pretty good though. So basically the idea here is that your pigmen will come in this way. They'll fall down into there. There'll be anvils all the way up so that they can ruck right in, fall onto that minecart stack down there. There are 24 minecarts under each of these, and since that's sort of the max number of entities in a single block, they'll immediately start taking damage. Underneath here, let's see if we can get down here. Underneath here, there's a hopper, and then there's a hopper minecart on top of that with a block shoved inside of it, so that way it can't go anywhere. And basically anything that falls on top of that block, which will be all the drops from the pigmen, will go into this hopper. And then we're going to chain a couple of these together on each. Yeah, about that. I accidentally killed one of them and had to redo the putting the minecart in a block thing. So a little bit tight in here right now because I've got a couple of these guys out and that. So, you know, it's a little rough, but let me wrap up the center area here. And then we're going to go ahead and do the next part. Okay, our little base area is all built out. So the only thing that's missing is these anvils need to go all the way up to here. But I'm leaving those open so that I can kind of get in and out of here while I build the farm. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do. I've got my inventory filled with glass, and I need to I need to grab some of this goodness and a little bit of that, and I think we're good. So the next couple steps here, I'm taking this in kind of phases here, and let me just say that this farm is quite the project. You know, all of these shulker boxes are all full. My inventory is full. There's still stuff in this chest. There's in the range of like 15 or 20,000 blocks that need to be placed in order to build this thing. So yeah, we're taking them in little steps. So the next step here is to go out 20 blocks, including this block that I'm standing on, and then 8 spawnable blocks, so like our stone bricks, for example, and then build some big circles. And this is probably the most tedious part of building one of these donut style gold farms. So if you're building one of these, be prepared for mistakes and frustration, and yeah, it's no fun. But here is the this is the AFK spot. I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about how you get in here and everything. So you know, there'll be a ladder here, and so you'll climb all the way up, and then you can, you know, jump right here. And if you need to aggro the pigmen, you'll throw a snowball out at a pigman in the distance, and then jump onto your little AFK spot. And of course, you've got this right here, these little openings with the slabs, and this is going to allow some pigmen off in the distance that are not going to be able to run towards you. They're stuck on their own little single block. It'll allow those guys to alert the other pigmen because they have direct line of sight to you. So that's sort of the idea there. So yeah, let me get on the grind here, and we'll make some big circles. Boy, oh boy, we have made some real progress. I'm not sure whether you can see this on YouTube or not. I just hide my hitboxes here. Came down here to see if there was any goodies on the ground, which I don't think there is. So, but yeah, as it comes into focus here, I think you'll be able to see it. So, stage 1 rockets. We've completed all of the rings and the gas proofing and magma cube proofing. I don't actually, oh, I forgot a pillar. I don't actually know if this is currently gas proof based on, you know, the fact that it's not done, but each layer will actually prevent gas from spawning on the layer below it, and then of course these prevent gas from spawning on the top layer. And I have had some gas spawn. Actually, yeah, I did get a couple gas tiers, which is great. And yeah, it blew a big hole in the ground at some point. So yeah. A couple of tips for you. If you're going to build something like this, there's a reason why I used these particular blocks, besides the fact that they're convenient and I have a lot of them, but it's really easy to count the inside faces here. That's kind of the easiest way to, I should probably stop swinging my sword around. Easiest way for me to kind of determine what number of blocks I need to go over when making a circle. So like this is a 5, this is a 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah. So it also makes it really easy when you're in here, which I've been doing a lot of, oh no, oh no, oh no. What was I saying? Yeah, what I was trying to say is I've been standing on this thing and looking around and all that. Yeah, luckily I got all my stuff back and got my armor back, and yeah, everything's okay. Do I have boots on? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay, so good news is I haven't been killed by a pigman. Bad news is I've been killed by a pigman farm. So, you know, is what it is. But what we're gonna do next is fill in these areas here, and I'm going to do them top down because of the fact that, again, I want to prevent gas and endermen and things like that from spawning. So if I do this one, it'll prevent this layer, and then when I do the inside of that one, etc. So yeah, I think instead of doing a giant progress update like I kind of just did, I think instead maybe we'll do this one in a time lapse, hoping that it will look okay since it's in the nether. So cross your fingers, but either way, I say cue the time lapse. Well, that didn't go too bad, I don't think, but the rest of the time lapse wasn't exactly the easiest thing to time lapse. So you got the top layer, and yeah, I went ahead and finished the rest of them without you. So right, oh my goodness gracious, I swear this thing is gonna kill me one more time. I just loaded back in the world. It's the next day, and yeah, oh my. I'm staying away from that thing. I went ahead and built out the other 3 layers as well, and really as of right now, we have a working pigman farm. We have very little item storage since there's just one hopper, and there are some enhancements we still need to make. So I wanted to kind of show you this really quickly. That way, if you're making the farm too, you're able to kind of put this stuff in. So from the center here on all 4 sides, we're going to put some iron golems on this level and then on the same level as the 3rd level up there. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Yeah, 5 blocks. I had to double check. So, and then we're going to build ourselves an iron golem, and I'm just going to keep important things in my hotbar here just in case I fall or something crazy. So we're just going to kind of build one right here, and boop, he's going to stand on that glass right there. And I use stone bricks for this, by the way, so it's easier to get rid of. And then from there we can actually go up to the 3rd layer, and we'll place one directly above him in line with this 3rd layer. And then there's another one. And basically you go, there's 4 blocks here, and then there's 3, and then there's 2, and then there's this little corner right next to this first 2. There's another 2 right here. And you're just going to go out like this diagonally 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th block right here. And we'll build one right here as well. And of course we'll build one above him too. So there we go, and we'll take all that out so he doesn't escape. And like I said, one more above that as well. And then the pigmen, I talked about this a little while ago. So basically we've got, no, yeah, there we go. Glitch through the glass. We're gonna stand right here, and we have these little spots here that we can view in between the slab and the glass there. And the reason that those are there is to allow us to have line of sight to some pigmen that we're going to name tag out here. And these pigmen are going to retain aggro for us to keep this farm running and not lose aggro. So when you do the torch pattern, there's this little line that goes to the corner. And I'm not on the right one. Yeah, it's this one. Get out of my way. So right here, these torches go right to the corner of the AFK platform. So we're going to go out to here. And El Mango didn't explain it in his video, but I checked his world download, and you just want to go out to the 3rd block here. And put a glass block right here. Yeah, just triple checking my notes here. So just want to make sure I give you the right info. And then you're going to go out 2 and over 1, just like that little V pattern, put one here. and the same thing on the other side. So we'll go out 2, over 1, and there we go. So what I'm going to do now, because I want to put a pigment on this block, because I'm going to actually give myself a little wiggle room here, and then you can enjoy a super fast time lapse of me attempting to get these idiots on these little platforms here. All right, so we've got all of these guys in, alert piggies, and yeah, we're gonna do a total of 12 of these, so 3 on every diagonal. And basically, again, I wish these guys weren't here. Those guys are name tags, so they will not despawn. And I forgot I could just go like that. Oh gosh, I'm so scared of dying in this place now. My goodness. So it's gonna be super hard to see, but over there, there's going to be some pigmen on some platforms that we could look at if I was good enough. Anyways, they're out there. So that's what this little slab window guy here is designed for. Can I ever get back up here? So that way we can have direct line of sight to those guys. Is that the one? Yeah, that is the one. It's super hard to see, but there's a glass block right there. So yeah, those guys are in place, and got one of the golems. I'm going to go ahead and put in the golems everywhere else. One last thing to note. So this guy right here, we did the little, 4, 3, 2 from the corner, go out to him. You're going to do the same thing from the other side as well. So right over here, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to use this corner right here. So, all right, let me get these dudes in, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Alright, this is the final iron golem going in, and yeah, that all actually went off without a hitch. I did fall once, and I just decided to randomly throw a pumpkin out into the, not the void, but what appears to be the void, or what feels like the void, because it takes a really long time to go down there and come back up. But yeah, all of the golems are in, so let's just take a quick gander here. I think I've got them all. Looking good. We got our alert pigmen on each side, and yeah, I think we're good. So technically we're done with the farm building at this point, and I cannot tell you how tempted I am to start this thing up and kill some freaking zombie pigmen. Yeah, I'm sick of their growling. Oh, let's go over here. Hold on. Oh. Okay, that's enough of that. But anyways, I'm pretty tired of them. I'd love to just kill a whole bunch of them. But instead of that, I think that we'll sort out storage, because, it'll feel kind of wasteful if we, kill a whole bunch of them and don't collect their drops. So I have worked on a little area down here, and elytra. I just kind of wanted to, it's fine. Anyways, I'm not super happy with this whole situation. If you don't know, you can of course fall through these. And when you come all the way up, if you don't have a, like an opaque block, then you can hit shift and jump on the trapdoor, which is holding that up. It's that little white strip right there. But it's not perfect. If I put a full block here, a solid block, opaque block like this, I'll be able to hop right out onto it. But the problem is if I do that, then a zombie pigment's going to spawn down here, and that's just pretty much guaranteed. So yeah, I think I'll just go with that for now. But I'm going to go ahead and hook up these hoppers, which hopefully have nothing in them, to an item storage system here. And it's going to be fairly simple, but the key here is this farm in its current state should produce about 1,500 swords an hour, or somewhere around there. So I'm going to calculate, how many furnaces it takes to, say, smelt, I don't know, 2,000 items an hour. And we're going to have to make sure that we have that many in our system here. So I'm going to do a little bit of calculating, and then we'll start building out a sweet little storage system. Okay, I've done the maths, my friends, and we need like, I don't know, 4 or 5, something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and do 10 furnaces. It's going to be overkill, and that's probably a good thing, just in case. And I've done a lot of thinking about this storage system and kind of what it should do. So I'm probably going to do something a little bit different than maybe you've seen before. One of the things that I'm not going to do is I'm not going to have a non-stackable item filter Some of the ones that are out there are not exactly the most reliable, and they can be a little bit slow. And so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to filter out every single item that can come from this farm into different chests. And yeah, I'm liking the space that we have so far. I'm just kind of thinking about how big I want to make this thing. But basically, we're going to filter out items into a ton of different chests, and it's going to take care of itself. So we'll have, I think I want to go maybe one more block over, but we'll have, you know, chests here. I'd say we maybe do like 5 chests for golden nuggets, and we'll do a chest for golden ingots, a chest for raw chicken, a chest for rotten flesh, a chest for feathers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's perfect. So that's how many chests that I want. I'll have 5 golden nuggets, golden ingots, rotten flesh, feathers, and raw chicken. So we'll filter out every single item that can come from this. And then on top of that, we'll have another filter, and it'll be like in this block space right here. Okay, so we'll have filters for all these, and there'll be one more filter which will be rotten flesh again, because I only am going to have this one chest for rotten flesh. You know, I don't really need a bunch of rotten flesh. I have a mob farm, and honestly, it's just not like the most valuable material in the world. So what we're going to do is when that chest, there's going to be 5 chests. When that chest chain fills up, which it'll do pretty quickly, it'll then hit this secondary filter and then discard it. And that way it doesn't end up screwing up the furnaces, which are going to go right here. And I think just to keep things super simple and avoid like hopper or like redstone clocks and everything, I don't want this to lag. You know, lag can cause problems with hoppers, and, you know, could potentially cause problems with the farm. So I want this to be as efficient as possible. So I'm just going to line up the furnaces on this side, and then I'm just going to put probably like a 3 high chest wall. We'll put the furnaces just above that, and basically the furnaces will feed in hoppers into these 3 chests, and we'll just go straight down. It won't be, you know, super organized or anything, but there's going to be no redstone clocks moving items back up and into this item filter. No redstone clocks taking care of stackable items. So that's going to take care of basically the main lag problem that this type of farm has. So that's kind of the idea. I got a ton of chests and hoppers and comparators and ladders for whatever reason. So yeah, I think I'll just start working on this and bring it back when I got something cool to show you. And I think I came up with something pretty cool here. So yeah, let me walk you around the storage area here. It's pretty massive, and there's a reason for that. I plan to do some, you know, AFKing in this farm, and yeah, I want to make sure that we have plenty of room for drops. So we have 5 chests for 5 columns of chests here. So 25 chests here, 25 double chests there for nuggets. You got 10 for gold ingots, 10 for chicken, 10 for feathers, 10 for rotten flesh. And basically we keyed in 2 minecart hoppers and basically pulled them into one chain, and I ran the calculation. They should be able to handle that no problem. So they'll feed into one chain, go across, and then there's an additional spot. Can I actually get over here anymore? Oh, there we go. So yeah, there's additional slot here, and this is for rotten flesh. You can see that in the filter up there, and it will go into a dropper and into lava. So basically, once this this row of chests, or this column of chests fills up, those rotten flesh will just pass on by all the way to the end. And we have the same thing on this side as well. So yeah, pretty good. So the hopper chain runs, it'll hit this chest and then into that filter and into lava. So that way we don't have any overflow of rotten flesh. I don't anticipate any overflow for gold because, of course, you know, after you AFK, you'll come down here and grab all your gold and get gold blocks. And then over here we have 5 furnace arrays, or 5 furnaces and 5 furnaces over here, and there's a total of 30 chests available for gold ingots for those, which should be more than enough. This is not going to be super efficient. It will, you know, fill this one and then this one and then this one and this one, but it's okay. Those swords are going to be coming so fast that they should all hopefully get filled. But yeah, the big question is does the storage work? Which I think we're just gonna have to do a test. What do you think? I definitely think that it is finally time to throw a freaking snowball at one of these pigmen. Let's see. Who should we hit? Oh, I'm so excited for this test. Here we go. So jump on down in our AFK spot here, and I'm just gonna remove the headphones for right now because it's gonna get really loud, and I'll of course edit it out in post, but right now I don't want to scream at the microphone. So it looks like we've got our alarm pigment over there hanging out, and yeah, everybody's flowing on in, and we should be having just XP galore fill up our XP bar here. So we've been here for seconds and we're darn near 30 levels already, and I think it's about time that we get some mending going on here, if you know what I mean. Oh, there you go. I guess done. I actually have a ton of picks from all the projects we've been doing lately that need to be healed up, so I'm going to spend some time doing that, I think, right now. But yeah, I think that about does it for this one. I am so excited for this farm. We're going to be using all this gold for things like rails and what have you. Rails is the big one, actually. Maybe we'll craft up some golden carrots and start running around town with those, huh? I don't have any other form of good food, so maybe golden carrots is the way to go. Man, look at these guys come in. So yeah, like I said, they go in, they hit those mine carts, and they immediately start taking damage, and they do die really quickly, even though they have, you know, a decent amount of health. So, but listen, guys, I think that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. This has been a pretty big project. A lot to fit in, and a lot of little things to figure out to kind of make this thing my own. So, but I think it turned out really great, and I think that it's going to do us real well. So, if you enjoyed the episode, leave it a like, and if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. We have tons more plans for this series, and I've got some other series that are going to be coming out hopefully very soon too. I've been figuring out the logistics to make them work, so hopefully you'll catch those soon. But in the meantime, guys, I will see you very soon, because this has been Tysassin, and I will see you in the next episode.
Meanwhile, across town in this less than fashionable cubbyhole of the San Francisco Examiner, these editors are programming today's copy of the paper into that same Ohio computer.